do you think it looks like? Looks like a fleece. You know, red company logo, long zip, long sleeves. Somebody's having a joke. I don't think it's funny.
Well, it's not me.
I never said it was. If I don't find my fleece, I'm going to freeze my whatnots off out there today. This November for crying out loud. I can't drive that damn thing in my shirt sleeves, can I?
Well, it's definitely not here.
Oh, well. In that case, I shall just have to wear my own.
You can't do that. The management don't spend all that money on a corporate image just so you can wear your own clothes, you know.
No, of course not. Well, let blooming management come and drive that thing out here in Arctic conditions. I mean, I have one day off to chill out. 5 minutes back and I'm as stressed as ever. I don't know. What's the world coming to?
Hey, mister. Quit the guy.
£1? £1? My dear, with a penny. I don't want to buy the damn thing, you know. Oh, here's a penny. Take it or leave it.
Keep it. You look like you need it more than I do, Grandad.
You ungrateful little so-and-so. Well, if that's your attitude, son.
Sure is, Grandad.
Stop calling me Grandad. I'm not your Grandad. I can't afford to be these prices.
Okay, Grandad.
I'll not tell you again. Stop calling me Grandad.
Oh, for goodness sake, George. What's the matter with you? What's got into you, anyway?
I was frozen last night. Don't get warm no matter what I try.
I know.
Didn't sleep a wink all night with that damn dog barking and some idiot letting off fireworks until small hours.
I know.
Then we had to get up at the crack of dawn just to go on an open-top bus tour with Merry Widders. You must be mad. I must be mad for going along with it. And it's November.
I know.
Mind you, it's going to be fun if that Violet kicks off.
Don't let her hear you call her that. It's Mrs. Green, and you know that, George. And you know Harold's the only one that dare call her that. You know Mrs. Green doesn't like it, George. You know that.
I know.
Oh, just behave yourself, George.
All right, don't go on. No, I didn't really want to come anyway. Open air, November. Doesn't seem right.
Stop moaning, will you? For God's sake. I mean, it's not raining, is it? And anyway, you don't think so much you need of colour in those cheeks of yours. Oh, Mrs. Green said it was such a good deal, we shouldn't miss out.
Oh, I bet she is. Who can argue with that?
Oh, that's enough, George.
Tell you what, lad. You want £1 for the guy? I'll give you 50p for that fleece he's wearing.
No, that'd be £2, mister.
What? Oh, let me guess. It's all to do with supply and demand or inflation or something.
No, it'd be £1 for the guy and £1 for the fleece.
I don't want the guy as well. I only want the fleece. Here's what I'll do. I'll give you £1 for the fleece, keep the guy and fleece some other poor sucker.
Keep Hughie gone. Tell you what. £1 will do.
Fleece for a fleece. Which colour you want to see in my cheeks, did it? How about this? Can catch a reflection on my jowl.
Oh, stop messing about, George, and give that damn fleece back. It's filthy. You don't know who's worn it.
What? You!
Me?
Who else am I talking to? What you doing with my fleece?
Nothing, I just bought it from that lad over there.
A likely stuff. It's my fleece. Look at it. Even got company logo on it.
So, but he did. He bought it from that boy over there.
Hey. Haven't I seen you around here before? Oh, I've seen you. Oh, I know. You're one of that cheeky lot who travels to school on my bus in the morning, aren't you?
No.
Are you sure? I've seen you somewhere.
Can't have been me. I've been bunking school for about 2 weeks now.
Never mind that. Did you just give my fleece to that chap over there?
No.
Are you sure? He said he got it off you.
I didn't give it to him. Honest, mister. I sold it him for £1.
It wasn't yours to sell, was it?
Sorry, I didn't know it was yours. Here, you can have half. 50p.
I don't want 50p. I want my fleece. Where did you get it?
Well, I was down here yesterday, and some bloke came to me and said that my guy looked cold. Said he should wear the fleece to keep him warm. He also said he looked a right side better than the guy who usually wears it. Personally, I think he's a bit of a nutter.
You'll not give him nutter if I catch hold of him. What did he look like?
Old.
Old? How old?
You know, old. I'd say at least 19 or 20.
Old? 19 or 20? Oh, old. I don't know kids today. Got no respect. What's the world coming to?
Hey, mister. Quick for the guy.
Now, come on. Give me my fleece back.
I paid £1. I mean, £1 for it.
You don't think I'm going to pay £1 to get my own fleece back, do you?
Oh, George, just give him his damn fleece back.
Fleeced again. Oh, you. Give me money
Oh,
back.
George, drop it. Mrs. Green will be here soon.
And don't think I've forgotten about you either. There's some funny things going off around here. Don't know who's behind it. I've got my eye on you.
Can't done anything wrong.
Oh, never mind him. He never really did grow up, you know. You can't help yourself, can you, George? I mean, you've been here 2 minutes, and already you've caused nothing but trouble with the bus driver. How do you do it? How do you do it? Oh. 2 tickets for the toll, please.
Come along, Maud. You're always lagging behind. I don't know what's wrong with you. It isn't as if you never exercise, is it? Good morning.
Morning.
Hope you both slept well last night.
Well, actually, that Alsatian kept us awake most of the night barking. It was so cold. You can't tell they were at central heating.
Really? Here it all myself. I felt like a log, you know. I do find with this hour's walk before retiring, I can sleep through anything. It was wondrous for the system as well. Excuse me a moment. So, please.
You were up early this morning, though. I heard you.
Oh yes, I do like to get a half-hour's walk in before breakfast. Helps build up a proper appetite, so one can really enjoy one's food. I mean, don't you think so, Maud?
What? Oh, absolutely, Harold.
Did you have to come and say that? God, you never do anything to drone on and on about his bloody fitness regime. And all you do is encourage him.
I wasn't encouraging him at all. Not if the man's a bit...
Oh, just be quiet, George, and leave it. Good morning, everybody. Are we all present and correct? Well, I trust you all slept well.
Well, since...
Oh, what did I just say to you? You never listen to a word I say, do you? Eh? Well, are we all present and correct then? I don't seem to see Maud. Has anyone seen us at breakfast?
Well, she was here a minute ago. Lagging behind as usual.
I'm here. Oh, there you are, Maud. Right. You two, I'll get your ticket sorted for you, so you two wait with the others. Eh?
What are you doing over there, Maud?
Buying my ticket for the tour.
But Maud, I've already got your ticket.
Oh, have you, Harold? That's good of you. It's all right. I don't need a ticket now. Harold's got me one.
What do you mean? What do you mean you don't need a ticket? I don't care if Harold has got you a ticket. I do apologise. There appears to be some confusion here. You can say that again.
I am a bit confused, Harold.
You're confused? I am too.
Well, that makes 4 of us, doesn't it? Right, I shall get this sorted for you. You go and stand with the others then. Right, I need 3 tickets. So,
sent you? Tories!
It's all sorted, dear.
I don't know, Maud. I tried to do you a favour and it ends up with that damn Violet getting involved.
Well, sorry, Harold, but it wasn't my fault.
Yeah, whatever. She'll certainly make the most of it, that is for sure.
Oh, I do beg your pardon. I didn't get much sleep last night with that stupid dog barking away all night.
Yes, George was telling us about that earlier. You know, I do find that exercise before retiring helps me to sleep through anything. It does wonders for the system as well. Don't you think so, Maud?
Absolutely, Harold. Can I mention it to Mrs.
Oh,
Green?
God, no. Come on.
I don't see what Mrs. Green can do.
Well, perhaps you could ask the dog to stop barking.
What can't Mrs. Green do? Can't you do something about that damnation dog?
Oh, I spoke to the hotel owner about that this morning. And it's a Dalmatian, not a damnation.
Oh, we had one of those, but she had to be sprayed.
Spray? Whatever for?
So that she wouldn't have puppies.
Okay, do get on the basket.
I used to say your dad's book.
Okay. Here are your 2 tickets. Oh, just put it down. Oh. Here's your 2 tickets. Oh dear, be careful.
How much do I owe Mrs. Green? And me? How much do I owe? I must pay up too.
We haven't got time for that right now. The bus is about to leave.
Oh.
Good morning, driver. I am Mrs. Green, and I am in charge of the group that's just boarded your bus.
Morning. I'm Reg, and I'm in charge of this bus.
Mrs. Green, have you any change now?
Change, not now, dear, not now.
But I must pay my way. I don't like owing money. Out of debt, out of danger.
That's right, Violet. Always best to clear your debts. Don't you think so, Maud?
Absolutely, Harold.
Thank you. Oh, right.
I don't like unfurnished business.
Let's check everybody in, first of all. George! Dennis! George! Do come along, dear. Join everybody on the bus. Come get your seat. Yes, thank you. There, tickets. Yes, that's correct. Off you go. Get your seat. No, I get you. Thank you. Off you go. Okay. Oh, is this comfortably? Then I'll be good. Good. Okay, ladies here. Jack here.
Yes.
George here. Dennis here. Maud here. Here. Yes. That man here. Yes. And Mrs. Green, of course, I'm here. Good, lovely. Right. Oh, all ready?
Mrs. Green, have you any change? I have change, but I'll leave it for Mrs. Green.
No, let's sort that out later. No need to worry about it now.
But did you say you have change? I have change, but I don't know how much change will be left when I've given Mrs. Green the change. Did you say you hadn't paid her yet, lady?
No.
She won't tell me how much I owe.
Right, it was 3 tickets, and they came to, let's see, was it £21.96, so that makes each ticket,
£7.32.
yeah, thank you, George.
Oh, I haven't that much change.
But you've been whittering on about the change for ages.
Well, I just don't.
That's the trouble, isn't it? You don't think. Well, leave it to me.
Now, Mrs. Green. It's hardly Mavis's fault that you don't have enough change, is it?
Never mind. I'll pay for both of us. I've got a £20 note. So you will need £14.96.
64.
Yes, thank you, George.
It's all right. The change is as good as the rest, as they say.
Oh, George, will you just grow old?
I can't help it. It's so amusing. This pair alone's worth the bus fare.
Oh, just behave yourself, George. Do you have your 4p?
No. I have a 10p and a 1p. So if you give me 7p, I thought really. Here, take this £5 note. That should cover it, and then we'll sort out the change later, and then we can get on with the rest of the tour. £5? That'll be out of your pocket. No, I can't cope with this, Mrs. Reed. No, it's not right. Let me think. If you got 40p, then you'll owe me £5.40. I've got 40p. Does it help? No, it would have to be 60p. But I don't think I've got a whole 60p. Oh, no, I'm afraid I can't help you there. What was George saying about £6.72? I thought the tickets were £7.32. Yes, but you'll have to take the 60p from that. But I don't have the 60p.
For goodness sake!
But we didn't know that when we were explaining it to you.
Just take my purse. I trust you implicitly. Sort out the change and with the rest of the trip.
Is that it, Agnes? No, it's not. I'm still missing 2p.
Oh, for goodness sake, I knew this would happen, but you would insist on sorting out the change now, and look what a mess you got into. Perhaps you will listen to me next time.
We will, Mrs. Green.
Would you hand the headphones out?
Of course, I'll be glad. Right, let's have some headphones, shall we? Please, for the commentary. There's a little bit of cat wood, some of these, so do bear with me. Oh, that's very tight. There we go. Okay. Everybody sit comfortably in their seats.
What on earth do you do? What on earth do you do with this? I hope it's not electric. Oh, is it done electrically? I didn't know that.
I think you plug it into a seat somewhere.
It's what done electrically, Agnes?
Oh, it is electric then. Well, I hope I don't get a shock and I plug it into the seat. It can be very dangerous. The Americans used to excommunicate people like that, you know.
I'm sure it's nothing to worry about, ladies.
But what are the wires for anyway?
So it can electrocute you.
George! The headphones are for the commentary, dears.
I can't hear anything. Mine don't fit. I think I must have a different shaped head from everyone else. I do worry about my head, you know. I've known for some time. You know, I lose my memory every night when I go to sleep. And I think it's probably because of the strange shape of my head, you know.
Your head looks perfectly normal to me, Agnes.
Ah, but you don't have to wear it, do you? I've known for some time that my head's not right, but my doctor won't have any of it.
If I were your doctor, I'd...
George! Right, the instructions for the headphones are on the back of the seat, so please read them.
Where? Oh, dear. I need my glasses. Oh, where are they? Don't start yet. I don't want to miss anything.
Are you okay with your earphones, Paul?
Yes, thanks, but I can't hear anything.
That's because it hasn't started yet. I don't worry about you at times more than I really do.
Oh, absolutely, Harold. Oh, dear. These earphones are too complicated for me. I was born too late for the future.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your driver and host speaking. On behalf of Johnson's Tours, I would like to welcome you all to the Bucket Bridge Valley Tour, which is about to commence. A full commentary can be heard on the headphones that have been provided. These headphones should be plugged into the sockets at the side of your seats. Johnson's Tours sincerely hope that you enjoy the time that you spend with us today. For health and safety reasons, I would like to remind you to please remain seated at all times that the bus is moving. Thank you and enjoy the tour.
But you can't start yet. Agnes hasn't found a 2p.
Well, I'm afraid I have a tour to run. And if somebody will wear a toupee on top of a cold-deck minibus on a blustery day like today, they must be sure to lose it.
No, you don't understand. It's 2p, not 2p.
Lady, I have a schedule to run. 2p or not to pay. Oh, isn't that the Shakespeare country tour? Ladies, you're on the wrong bus.
Don't worry, baby. We'll look for it later. I can't hear anything. And me? Do they have to get warmed up or something? My father's wireless. It used to take ages to warm up.
I don't think the commentary's started yet.
But the bus is moving, George.
Is it?
George, that's enough. Oh, I can hear her now. You were right, George.
Ah, if you say it a bit louder so my wife can hear you.
I can hear, thank you, George.
Sorry, dear.
Agnes, wouldn't it be better if you swapped seats?
Oh. Excuse me. Oh, yes, that's better. That's better. No, it isn't. Oh, we'll sock it. That'll be better. Oh, right.
Please, would you remain seated at all times?
Yes, do sit down, please.
I can't hear anything. Don't worry, Mavis. I'll tell you what they're saying. I wish you wouldn't speak so fast. This is making me feel nervous. I need the toilet. Oh, do you want me to ask the driver to stop?
No. I've caused enough trouble already.
I think I can hold on. I hope I can. Oh, I'm listening to this bit. It's interesting. Oh, no. I missed that. It was something about the oldest Higher in the city.
Yes, it was built 1810.
Yes,
and
can we have some quiet, please?
Oh, pretty heavens.
Oh,
Did you know that church on the right there,
yeah.
it's connected to our church.
Oh, really? What connection is that then?
I haven't a clue.
Oh, you're not answer.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
Oh, George, will you just be quiet and listen to the commentary?
And Mary Withers are much more interesting.
Oh, just behave yourself.
there goes Commandant Green again. I'd like to think she's in charge.
Oh, Harold, she isn't all that bad. And she does do an awful lot of work for the church. Oh, that's nice over there by the river. Look at that punt over there. My Frederick took me on a punt once, just after the war. The Gulf War? Oh no, the Second World War. It was a summer's day. It was still very cold, I remember, on the water. At the time, I was frightened of falling into the water because I couldn't swim, you know. Oh, really, Agnes? I didn't know you couldn't swim. Oh, yes. I nearly drowned on my very first swimming lesson, you know. Oh, why was that? Well, because I couldn't swim, could I? I nearly drowned. Oh dear. My Frederick had remembered to bring one of them grill thingies, like George Foreman did.
Foreman.
Oh no, he wasn't a foreman. My Frederick worked in the offices.
Oh, I see. I think.
Oh, now pack it in, George, and behave yourself. Oh, do you know you're like a naughty schoolboy sometimes.
Well, you did say I've never really grown up. It's like Peter Pan.
I hope you're thinking I'm Tinkerbell.
Oh, of course not, my love, but we all know who Captain Hook is, don't we?
That's enough.
Just promise me, if I ever get like that, you'll have me put down.
Oh, don't you worry, I will. The way you're going at the moment, trust me, it'll be sooner than you think.
You just don't understand, do you, Dillis? I'm so misunderstood.
What's not understood? What's not understood? Understood what, George? I don't know. Very confusing. Very, very confusing.
It's better than I imagined.
That's enough, George.
Not my fault, it's the Merry Withers.
Do you know, I've had enough of this. Shut me up every time. Problem, Dilly? No, I haven't got a problem. Nothing I can't deal with anyway.
Oh dear, George and Dillis are at it again.
Absolutely, Harold.
Do you know, I wish you would just grow up, George. Oh,
Are you feeling ill, George?
No, I'm alright, thanks. Don't look ill.
Well, no, I thought I heard Dilly say you were going to throw up. No, Agnes. She said, grow up. Didn't you, Dillis?
what was that?
You said, grow up.
I'm sorry.
You know, when you said George wanted to throw up when he was feeling ill.
Ill? When? Oh, I see. No, it was definitely grow up, wasn't it, George?
Have you got the time, maybe? No. Oh. I don't seem to have my watch. Perhaps I dropped it when we were changing the chain.
Oh, Harold won't be happy. That's more time lost.
Absolutely.
That's enough, George. Dillis has told you often enough that it's no laughing matter that she's lost her watch.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Green, but
No buts, George. For once I actually agree with Violet. It is no laughing matter. And Mavis, don't worry about your watch. I'm sure it'll turn up.
Agree? Well, thank you, Harold.
Well, I do agree. I'm sure it won't happen too often anymore.
Absolutely, Harold.
Oh, I found it. It was in my bag all the time.
Oh, good. Well, now that you've found your watch, Mavis, we can get on with the rest of the trip. Listen to the commentary with your headphones on. That's it.
What time is it, Mavis? I don't know. But I thought you said you'd found your watch. Yes, I have found it. But it stopped working. And that's why I put it in the bag. Oh well, at least you've found it. Now you can take it to the shop to get it repaired. Yes. Which shop do you use? Clark's in the High Street. Oh, but Clark's closed a long time ago when the owner died and the family didn't want to carry on the business. It was such a shame.
Yes, I think it's a kebab shop nowadays.
And they don't repair watches these days, do they? That's why it's probably still in the handbag. Ooh! Oh! Stop! Stop!
What have you found? What's the matter?
It can't be the watch. I've already found that in this family bloody history.
Are you all right, Mrs.?
I'm all right now. I found the missing thing.
2p. I nearly crashed the bus for 2 ruddy p. Oh, something's missing, that's for sure.
Agnes, the driver did seem a bit miserable.
It must be he hasn't even checked my ticket.
He does, doesn't he? I wonder why. Mrs. Green, do you know why the driver is so miserable?
Oh, I might do. But it's nothing to worry about.
I'm not worried about. I've got my ticket.
Well, what is it, Mrs. Green? What's upsetting?
I think.
Don't even go there, George.
Are you and George all right now, Phyllis?
Oh, I guess so. Oh, he's just such a child at times.
I guess that's why I really didn't have time for them.
What? Children?
No, men.
Really?
Yes, ever since my Norman died. I've not really been interested. Too much like hard work, and am I right?
Sort of.
Well, Mark Frederick hasn't been any trouble for ages. In fact, he's been as good as gold for years.
Really, Agnes?
Oh, yes. Ever since I buried him in 1982.
Oh, we shouldn't have asked. Men know too much like hard work.
I still miss him though.
I'm not so sure about that, Mrs. Green.
We were married nearly 40 years.
What do you mean, Maud? Not so sure.
Met him during the war. Oh, happy times.
Oh yeah, happy times, the war.
Well, it is nice to have someone care for you, even if it's you, Alan.
Honeymoon in Hastings. Oh, that's interesting. What's interesting? My honeymoon in Hastings? No. The woman from Coventry.
What about Coventry? You mean Lady Godiva?
I don't know what her name is, but she's on the telephone now.
Telephone?
Yeah. Mavis is muddling her words, Mrs. Green. She means the headphones.
Telephones, earphones, headphones.
Oh, she just said we passed the oldest house in England. The oldest house in England? They built it between Marks and Spencer's and Next. I don't know. Things don't change, do they? We never learn from our mistakes. If I was building my house, I wouldn't build it between Marks and Spencer's and Next. I would have built it a bit further away than that.
But it wouldn't have been next to next when it was first built. It would have been one of the first houses there.
Oh, well, if you say so, Mrs. Green. I wouldn't know that, would I? It was built a long time ago. That's what you said, isn't it, Maud?
Well, that's what she said, Aggie.
My grandma lived in an old house. Not as old as that house, but I suppose it would have been a new house when it was first built, but I remember it as an old house.
My grandma used to live in an old house. That's what grandma did when I was a girl. They lived in old houses.
Oh, you will.
My legs are aching, and I don't naturally complain.
And me, I'm worried about my legs.
You're worried about your legs?
Well, I mean, they're not as young as they used to be, are they?
Oh, I see what you mean.
When my legs ache, they go all pink.
Oh, my legs used to go like that. I went to the doctor. He said there was nothing to worry about.
I'm sure there is nothing to worry about.
Oh, I don't worry anymore. I gave it up in 1988.
But it's such a worry. What's happened? I'm getting a headache. I can't think straight in the afternoons. It's all too much for me. I'm never going to get to sleep tonight.
I know what you mean, Agnes.
Well, I'm never really awake.
Well, that's true.
Are you feeling better, George?
What?
Well, you weren't feeling well earlier, were you?
Oh, yes, much better now, thanks.
Mrs. Green, I need the toilet. Can we stop soon, please?
Oh, I'll ask Reg. I mean the driver.
Reg? Who's Reg?
Oh, he's the driver.
How do you know Reg's name is Reg, Mrs. Green?
I expect he has one of those name badges.
Has he? I never saw it. Is he wearing it?
You think it's short for Reginald? He looks like a Reginald.
I don't know. What's George talking about?
Oh, I don't know either, and I don't really want to know. Oh, I've had enough. What a day.
It's certainly been that, anymore.
Oh, absolutely, Harold.
I had a good day once. 1945, I think it was.
But that's the year, 1945.
Yes, that's right. When the war ended. VE Day celebration. Oh, you must remember. Things were much simpler then.
Not really. I was really young at the time.
Oh, he has passed the road that goes down to Musgrave Estate.
But this bus doesn't go to Musgrave Estate.
The 35 bus goes to Musgrave Estate.
But this isn't number 35.
Are you sure?
Yes, no. This is the city bus stop.
But I must get the 35 bus to get home in time to get my husband tea before he comes home from work.
I'll ask the driver for you, see what he can do. Reg, this lady seems to have got on the wrong bus. Is there anything you can do to help her?
How did she get on the wrong bus?
Oh, I don't really know. But could you make a stop for her, please?
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Reg.
You can get off here, lady.
But this road doesn't go down to Musgrave Estate.
say, I must get home in time to cook my husband's tea before he comes home from work.
I'm sorry, lady, but I've got a tour to run and I've got to be back at the bus station by 5 o'clock.
Oh, but that's miles away. Oh.
Well, I think Mrs. Green's found a man of the same temperament as herself. Difficult, I know, but nothing's impossible.
Oh, George, you've gone too far this time.
What was that about the temperature? I thought it was quite mild for November.
Temperature?
Who's hotting up? Don't you think so, George?
Well, yes I do, but I think things are hotting up for someone else.
George, what do you mean?
Hotting up? Is it you, George? Give me your hand. Are you running a temperature?
Actually, I was thinking of Mrs. Green.
Oh? Why, is she ill?
No, she's not ill, Agnes. She does seem to have made a friend, though.
What? Mrs. Green? You made a friend?
Who?
Reg.
Reg.
Reg. The man driving the bus, of course.
That's why they called him Reg.
Probably because his name's Reg.
Seems there's a good enough reason. Hey, Maud?
Absolutely, Harold.
We're running quite a bit behind schedule now. I was hoping to get an hour's walking tonight before dinner.
Oh dear, were you?
Yes, I was, but don't worry. I don't think we have time this evening.
Oh,
Still, we can make up for it tomorrow morning.
yes.
Do an even longer walk.
Yes, of course we can.
Fantastic.
The driver seems to have mellowed a bit.
Who's gone yellow, George? Is it Mrs. Green? Is she still feeling ill?
Oh, she must be ill if she's gone yellow. Oh, mellow, ladies. Not yellow.
I thought she wasn't herself. She's been a little different. Do you think she might have what George didn't have earlier?
Probably.
Mrs. Green finding someone of her own temperament. It's unbelievable.
Oh, that's enough.
I think George and Philip are falling out again. He's gone too far. Who's gone too far? The driver? Oh, where'd he go? I don't know. He should know where he's going, shouldn't he?
George, did you
We
say...
can maybe ask Mrs. Green to ask him for us. She seems to get on well with him. Even calls him Reg.
Well, it certainly seems to have made her go quiet.
I'm sure it won't be for long though, George.
That's not what we were going to ask the driver.
Very nice. Deny that it's true.
Well, you know what I mean, Harold.
I think so. I think so, yes.
Of course you do, Harold.
Mrs. Green, I need the toilet.
Well, I've spoken to the driver and he's going to try and make a stop in a little while.
Okay? That's very nice of him. Thank him for us, won't you, Mrs. Green?
Oh, I will.
The bus driver does seem to have gone mellow, George.
Don't you mean yellow, dear?
Oh dear, did you say the driver's gone yellow too? Yellow? Oh, it must be catching.
It sure is. Don't worry, Mavis, he hasn't gone yellow.
Oh. He's not. There's nothing wrong with him. Absolutely nothing wrong with him.
Thank heavens for that.
I don't think this is a tour that anybody's going to forget, George. Especially Violet.
Harold, you're so wicked at times.
Who's wicked? The driver?
No one, Agnes. just a manner of speaking, Harold.
Absolutely, Maud.
Oh, such an eventful day.
Oh, it's about the lady from Coventry.
Oh, yes. I wonder what happened to her. Do you think we'll come here again next year?
Oh, I'm sure Mrs. Green would like to, as long as a certain driver is...
Oh, George, read it, will you? Mrs. Green.
Yes, Agnes?
Mrs. Green.
Yes, Agnes, do you need the toilet as well?
No, I think I can laugh. I just wondered, are we coming here again next year?
I don't really know. A year is such a long time away.
Oh, it's at least 365 days.
George. Mrs. Green?
Yes, Agnes?
Mrs. Green?
Yes, Agnes?
How much do I owe you? Or do you owe me? Oh, I'm not really sure.
Well, let's not worry about that right now. You're not going to run away, are you?
What? With my legs? I couldn't if I could.
Well, you're not using my legs.
Oh no, you can't help yourself, can you, George?
Oh, sorry, love. It's been one memorable day.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived back at the bus station. Well, on behalf of Johnson's Tours, I hope you have enjoyed yourself with us today and look forward to seeing you all again.
Right, if everybody would like to leave the bus in an orderly fashion, leaving your headphones at the front, and there's a collection for the driver here too. Like to come on. Yes, thank you, Harold. Collection.
Nice house. Fine.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you. Thank you, miss.
Come along, Paul.
Thank you.
Thank you. Harold! Yes, okay, it's about short. Okay, see you later, Reg. 7 o'clock. Lovely.
There you go, lad.
Thank you.
Hey, mister. Penny for the guy.
That's more like it, young man. Here, have 5p. There you go. There it is. Hold on a minute. Where's the guy?
Oh, the guy. I sold it for £5.